Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith of Smiths in the Black, and it's a Friday, and we got another SmackDown, and we were looking for it, but let's take a look what's going on. So, uh, like I said before, when we start coming back through here on the SPY, right? Yes, we had that outside day, took out both sides, then the 3-2 down yesterday. And when you come down into here, you know what people have been told? This is a support level, this bottom pivot. Yeah, no, that's where your stop orders are, right? So you got your higher high, and now we've got our lower low, right? And so if we go down to 60, you'll see this. Once again, triangle the out. Broadening formation, you can see this down in here, right here. The higher highs and the lower lows, right? Then they attempted the higher highs. You had another broadening formation here, the upper level broadening formation you'll hear me talk about. But then once we started jamming through here, we're going to take that out because this broadening formations get bigger as time goes on. This one got bigger. It attempted the upside and then the downside, and that's what we wait for. That's why a lot of people, when they're getting chopped up, they don't realize they're in the beginning of some price discovery, right? But then once it comes down into here, and you can see this here, the two up, doji, and then the two down, reversal. And that, once it started sending it through here, we knew we were going to take these guys out, right? Which we did. So now we don't know. We're still an inside month, but still red, right? And that's also the two down on the week, right? So we just kind of stall out. Now we call it a little bit of exhaustion risk. We're looking to take this out. Now we don't know, right? Because now, once this closes out, now the broadening formation looks like this. See how it gets bigger? Okay, now we don't know. Now maybe we get an inside 60, don't know. If we go to QQQ, same deal. Once we started puking on the outside day, down, we just ran out of time yesterday. We're going after these guys for sure, right? Once again, that same pattern here. The higher high, the lower low, the higher high, the lower low, the attempt at the higher highs, another broadening formation. But once you started puking through here, you're going to take that out because this formation here is going to get bigger over time, which it did. So the Q's getting closer to not being an inside month, all right? Still blood red on the month and inside, but also when that starts puking through here, that's a two down on the week. Full time frame continuity, the downside, right? Now you can see the exhaustion risk. Maybe with these inside 60s, maybe that's it. Don't know. But it's important to understand that. Did we know about that? We did. We also knew that the diamonds weren't strong enough to be an outside day here. They just missed. And so they were already weaker. And they already came down and clobbered these guys, right? So a little bit different of a story, but you can see in here those lower lows coming into here. Still an inside month, but getting closer. And the small cappers, a little tougher. Still an inside week, right? Still flirting with this, but they've been really tight, right? Coming down here, what's this low? 199.24. 199.28. So they held a higher low so far, but they've been a little tight. But you do have this here, higher high, and then we'll see if that comes down there. Still doji inside in the month, so not too much going on there. I just got in, and just a few things to notice here. PXD and PXD coming up here. You can see this hammer, triangle day out, reverse up. Now outside weak. That's a 1 bar rev strat, right? Inside goes down, but then comes back through, right? So we know energy's been holding up fairly firm comparatively. And crude, just doing some stuff in here and trying to be green here. Red weak, but an outside weak. So we'll be aware of that coming in because we know that XLE still has that macro bid going and just kind of stuck up in here for right now. So it was a two down on the week. So we'll see what comes when we come to the new week. If we go to the macro list, SBLK. SBLK still trying to work here. Two up, going to some exhaustion risk, but in this environment, anybody taking out last month's highs gets my attention, right? So we'll have to wait for it. Triangle out. There was your inside day yesterday, and then up. If we go to, and we know that tech has been real weak, growth stocks this year, but Oh, Cisco trying to firm up here. And anything on the 15ers? Ooh, that was nice. You can see that down here. 2 down hammer. 2-2 reversal. Up she goes. So Cisco a nice outside week, and so what that is on a shorter term time frame is your broadening formation. So here you can see the lower lows and now the higher highs. So the question is, can that continue? We'll see. It was a 2 down on the month, but going back green. So in a weak tech arena, Cisco trying to fight back. If you go to Dollar Tree having a day. Nice inside day to the upside for you. Boom. Right? And if that works, you can go after this outside month. You can see these 3 months still stuck inside of here. But you had that inside, outside, now inside, but starting to come up on that. And so what you look for on the weeklies is the new price discovery. Triangle the out. There's your lows. Now we're coming to look, take out these guys right there. Right? So nice push there for Dollar Tree. Still good. Always tells you to take a look at Dollar Gen. Not totally cruising here, but somewhat similar of a name. Not sure about this one, Polaris, but Polaris here on the month is taking out last month's highs, right? PII. Green on the week. We're just running out a week and an inside day to the upside. Still hasn't taken out this thing yet, so still looking for 127.38 to take that out. If we go to XLP, and XLP, you can see on a weak market day, slightly up, not totally cruising here, still handling an inside month doji, but you got like cheese ketchup going over, having a nice run here. KHC, also the tobaccos, per the macro vid, PM, still working. Big Mo, working, all right, all these kind of things. Outside week, all right. That month, you can see this here, that 2-2 reversal, 2 down, 2 up. Now coming to take these guys out. You got your lower low. Now we're going for the higher high. If you go to KPTI, outside week Momo Hammer get, right? So nice push there. We'll see if we get anything else on the 60s or the 30s. Starting to go inside on the 60, but you know, anytime we get to the middle of the day, I certainly want to have a nice long green bar if I'm getting long anything, right? How about the 30? And there was a nice inside 30. We call this a sideways 60. And what I mean about that is that if this updated at the top of the hour, this would be an inside bar. But we update at the bottom of the hour so you don't see it. But if you go to the 30, here it is, inside 30. And gave you that little pop to stop these guys out. So far, the buyers didn't step up after that, but you always want to be aware of pivots that people are going to be short against, these things, right? That takes these guys out. Market's starting to recover a bit, and that's what I talk about. It did its job. It went out and take out Monday lows. That we knew. After that, sellers got to keep stepping down. So then if we go to the downside, it's the usual suspects. Facebook's still a pig, although not totally puking today. But, anybody trying to bottom pick this thing, they got stopped out again by taking out the lows. Hey, bruh, you want some more PayPal? Puke. Look at this, right? Still going. So right now, not a total crusher day, but down again. How about RBLX? Inside day to the downside. Right? So if you thought you missed the short side of this baby, look at this. It didn't gap either. The lows of RBLX were 53.55. Boom! Down to 49.50 and still going, right? So right when you think you've missed stuff, you haven't. How about AFRM? How you doing, brother? Oh, dude, still another lower low, right? So anybody trying to bottom pick these things, is just flat out doing the wrong thing, right? So, all right. So if we go to Roku, and Roku gaps down, right, on the earnings, still puking. Remember, we were looking at this because of here. Triangle the out, 2 up, 2 down to stop out all these guys. Then you get the gap down, and as I walked in today, I was like, well, all I have to do is look at the 15er. See this? This is what you look for. The gap down, the rally back on guys who nailed the gap and were short, right? And then anybody trying to bottom pick, we're going to take them out after this. 2-up shooter, 2-2 reversal. Boom, where's it going, Rob? We're going to take these guys out. Everybody who tried to bottom pick this is gone. Right? Now it's trying to rally back a little bit. We'll see. If we go to Intel, and Intel now trying to rally back. You can see this consolidation area here. Rev Strat weak. Inside weak, pokes up, and then boom. Down she goes, and that gives you the outside month to the downside 3-2. Trying to rally back right now. We'll see if that sets up again. But anytime you have a gap that opens on the highs and then just keeps puking, that gets my attention. Let's just try, see if you can find your way in something like that. If we go to Adobe, still puking, all right? And so one of the great things is like the strat, sometimes people accuse us of being just, flat out day traders, and that's not true, right? Because when you look at the longer term charts, if you want to stay in, stay in. Look at this. Adobe, month, 2 up into the highs, 2 down, right here. Below 634.78. It's trading 447 with no higher high on the month. So can you swing trade the strat? Hell yeah, you can. Can you add to it? You sure can. How about this right here? 2 up, 2 down week. And that's 503. We're at 447, right? And then you don't care about any of this stuff. You just ride her into the sunset. All right? So there's Adobe for you. We got IBM. IBM, weekend vid, inside week to the downside, the 2-1-2, and the issue with that was this, the previous week was a 3. So when this works, where's it going, Rob? Down there. Going to take this out. 124.19. Did it, and if that works, then we're going to try and kick in this 2-2 month, 2 up, 2 down month, and that's below 124.19. We're sitting right there. All right, so pay attention to that for the rest of the month. If you go to Beyond the Meat, not totally getting killed, but full time frame counting to the downside when that 60's red. All right, so here is how you look on that 15er. See, here's inside week to the downside, and when it's red on all time frames, then you can look for the what? Triangle the out. The reversal back to the downside. What did we get that on the 15? You did right here. See this? 2 up by taking out the previous high. Inside bar, 2-1-2 reversal on the 15. Below 55.37. Trading 53.61. There's a couple more bucks for you. If we go to MongoDB. And MongoDB here takes the week. Still an inside month, so we're aware of that. But very similar here, that inside bar. Bye. And this is 1 bar rev strat because it took out that inside bar high, but then goes all the way back down. But if that works here, that's going to take this week down. We're running out of week, but you're a 2-2 reversal week below 499. Trading 394. There's some more for you. If you go to Fiverr. And Fiverr on the gap list today or yesterday. And so one of the things people will do will stay on that gap list, right? Might be still good. So it gaps up and comes in. Say, well, let's say I missed it yesterday. Let's go to 60. I talked about this yesterday. The 2 up, and then the 2 up, and then the 2-2 reversal here. Down she goes, right? And if that works, it sets this up on the day. This is a 2 up by taking out the highs, but it closed on the lows. Boom. These 2 bars become an outside bar of that. 2 up, 2 down below this. 77.50. There's another $7 for you. If we go to IAC, just flat out puking. This is what you like, taking out the month and having a big bar like this, then the sideways consolidation. Here stops out a bunch of shorts on this month, and now I've just been going sideways, now trying to go measured move and keep puking, right? So having all sorts of trouble here, right here. These 3 days, they are in trouble. If we go to TWLO, and TWLO, once again, one of these weeklies we've been watching, the 2 up shooter, boom, going to take out all of these guys, and it did so. So right now, like I said, we're an exhaustion risk because SPY did what it was supposed to do by taking out the Monday lows. Now we don't know. Now maybe you get your inside 60, and we'll go from there. So hope everybody had a great weekend, has an even better weekend, long weekend, no game on Monday. And my guy JJ going to be sitting in for me on Tuesday, so I'll see you Wednesday for Power Hour and the Strat Attack. All right, that's going to do it for Dan Robson with the Smith the Black. Strat time for it.